presentation. I want to try something with all of you. Just 3 seconds. 3 seconds of silence. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That felt weird, right? 3 seconds and suddenly everyone is thinking, okay, this is awkward. But here's the interesting part. That kind of silence is slowly showing up in places where conversations used to happen all the time. Not in empty rooms, on buses, in cafes, even at home. And the strangest part is, people are still here. They're just not talking. But before I continue, please allow me to briefly introduce myself. My name is Hengsotheary and I'm a student from the Camtop International School, Campus 2. I would like to also express my sincere gratitude towards the school management team, including our principal, vice principal, teachers, and fellow contestants. Now, let's go back to that silence, because the reason why it feels strange might be connected to something we all use every single day. Right now, whether we realize it or not, we're all living in the middle of a battle. Not a dramatic movie battle, no superheroes, nor superheroes or no explosions. A different kind of battle. The battle between screens and real connection. On one side, there are screens, phone buzzing, notifications popping up like they're competing in the Olympics, messages arriving faster than we can even reply. Sometimes it feels like our phone demands more attention than actual people. Launch your phone for 5 minutes and suddenly it feels like a survival challenge. You start checking your pockets, your bag, your desk, your entire life. And when you finally found it, the first thing you say isn't hello, it's oh, thank goodness. But on the other side of this battle, there's something much simpler. Real conversations, eye contact, laughing with someone who's actually sitting next to you, moments that don't need Wi-Fi. And that raises an important question. Is technology reducing face-to-face communication? Now, before anyone panics, I'm not here to say technology is evil. Because honestly, without technology, we won't have video calls or instant messages or the greatest invention of our generation. Memes. But let's be honest, memes have become a whole language at this point. Whether you're sad, meme, or confused, meme. Even a life crisis is definitely a meme. Sometimes one meme explains emotions better than an entire paragraph. But while technology connects us digitally, it might also be quietly changing how we communicate with people sitting right next to us. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been sitting with friends and realized everyone at the table was on their phones? Yeah, I see some smiles. That means you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone is technically together, but instead of talking, one person is texting, another is scrolling, someone is watching videos, someone else is replying to messages, and suddenly, the entire table becomes quiet. It's kind of ironic. People gather to spend time together, but everyone disappears into their own little digital world. And honestly, this isn't even surprising. Technology is everywhere in our daily lives. Think about the first thing many people do when they wake up. Is it stretching, drinking water, or saying good morning? No, it's picking up the phone. Not breakfast, not water, just notifications. And let's be honest, some of you probably did that today. And throughout the day, our phone basically follows us everywhere. During breaks, while eating, while walking, even while talking to someone. Which means communication slowly begins to move from conversations to screens. Because of this, texting has become a lot more common than talking. You may ask why. Well, the reason is simple. Texting is easier, it's quick, it's convenient, and sometimes it saves us from awkward conversations. If we don't know what to say, we can just type something, or we can send an emoji, or we can send something even simpler. The legendary thumbs up. Just one tiny symbol, and suddenly the entire conversation is over. No explanation, no emotion, just a thumbs up. And somehow, everyone understands. But when texting starts replacing real conversations, something important slowly disappears. Real communication. And we can see this in many everyday situations. On bus rides, people sit next to each other but rarely speak. At home, families sit in the same room, but everyone is focused on their own device. In public spaces, people are often connected to their phones instead of people around them. And when communication happens mostly through screens, a few problems start to appear. People talk less, social distance increases, and misunderstandings happen more easily. Because messages on a screen can't always show emotions clearly. A joke might look serious, a serious message might look rude, and suddenly, a simple conversation becomes confusing. Face-to-face communication is powerful because it includes things technology cannot replace. When we talk in person, we see facial expressions, we hear tone of voice, we notice body language, and throughout those small details, we understand each other much better. Because communication isn't just about words, it's about emotions, reactions, and real human connection. But let's be honest, technology itself isn't the villain of the story. Technology can actually bring people closer. Video calls allow families to stay connected across long distances. Messages help friends stay in touch during busy days. Technology can connect people across cities, countries, and even continents. So the real problem isn't technology. The real challenge is how we choose to use it. Technology should support communication, not replace it. So, is technology reducing face-to-face communication? Sometimes, but only if we allow it to. Technology should support communication, not replace it. So, the next time you're with friends, classmates, or family, try something simple. Put the phone down, look up, and start a real conversation. Because the strongest connection in life doesn't happen through screens. They happen face to face. Well, this is about it for my speech. Thank you so much for listening and pay attention.
The Camtop International School is the best place for your child's education.